Hi, my name is Jessica and I'm going to demonstrate how to make a string lamp.
Let's talk about materials. The first thing you'll need is one large balloon. These ones are perfectly round and you can get them at a party supply store. You'll also need the materials for your papier-mache medium. A lot of people have used wallpaper paste and linen starch and things like that, but I think the standard papier-mache is the tried and true medium to use for this. And a couple spools of string. This is just like cotton twine, but you want it in a spool because what you're going to do, which I'll show you, is you're going to end up putting the spool right into the bowl of the mixture. The papier-mache recipe I use is 1 cup of cornstarch, 1 cup of flour, and 1.5 cups of water. The salt is optional, but I've heard it keeps it from molding if you're to keep the mixture in the fridge. I just like to use it for good measure. So like a tablespoon of that. And then the water. And for this, before I add the glue, I use a mixer. After mixing, I get as much of that glue out of the bottle as I can and stir as opposed to using my kitchen mixer. For this particular project, I'm making the shade so it will fit directly over the light bulb on my kitchen ceiling, and the light bulb's close to the wall, so I can only do a 12-inch diameter, so I'm going to end up using a small balloon. But to make a shade like this one, you'll want the 36-inch balloon. So once you have your balloon blown up, you'll take your spool of thread or string and submerge it into the mixture. I'm not wearing gloves. I just think I have a better handle on it without them. But if you prefer to wear gloves, do it. Because this is going directly onto my kitchen ceiling, I am going to need a larger circle than you normally would. That is compensating for the fixture itself. Normally you would just need a circle the size, a little larger than a light bulb, so you could fit that through. So just try to center this on here. Draw a little circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Great. Okay, now you're going to want to lay your brush over your mixing bowl or bucket and feed your string through the bristles of the brush. This is going to act as a squeegee. And then I'm going to take some tape, kind of fix it to the bowl so it's not wiggling around. And you can even tape, the bristles right to it, thusly. And then, with this little part of string, which I kept clean, I am going to tape to the balloon. And it can be in the circle because this is going to be cut off at the end. And we're ready to start wrapping. So just wrap it up. And try to stay outside of the circle. Oops. Need better tape. Once you have fully wrapped your balloon in the string, hang it to dry for at least 24 hours. My balloon has dried for about 24 hours, and I am now going to paint it using a blue, a green, and white acrylic paint. I have a little tiny bit of water in there, and I'm just gonna give it a little bit of color. I have now finished painting the balloon and let it dry, and this is the fun part. We get to pop the balloon if all has gone well, and it looks like it has. Now, in order to hang the lamp from the ceiling, I'm going to use these two very small hooks and screw them directly into the ceiling. Ta-da! And there is my finished string lamp.